expedition. Learns on the mic, making this shit a tradition. Learns burns tracks, every direction that he turns. The redwoods upturn as he addresses his concerns. The point of no return, that meeting was adjourned. Excellence is preferred, delivered by stealthy birds. Wilkshake spear, carved from a learning tree. Tipped with cast iron from a bloody killing spree. Spit plots get 3, perfection guaranteed. Classes bourgeoisie, giving away free MP3s. Root stinks so deep, underground smoke screen. Heard of rabbit sheep, hope you get what I mean. Try not to oversleep, melatonin and caffeine. Making tracks dirt cheap, the lyrical marines. Tongue twister savages, nothing left to salvage. Hip-hop is our language, the whole fucking package. If you cross this passage, you better micromanage. Turn your head into cabbage, you'll need more than just a bandage. Verbal pyrotechnics, equipped with some relics. A couple of skeptics, and a full fucking cartridge. Lines of skilled archers, some wisdom and some knowledge. Clean up your garbage, and go back to fucking college.
Okay, what is up, Lamar? Thank you for being here. We are here listening to hip-hop. Thank you for being here. It's fucking fantastic. Make sure to subscribe to that notification bell, like this video, share this with your friends. Please do that. And if you're watching on Presto's Underground, please go over to Temple of Bars so you can take part in the votes. This is a unique one from Australia. This is Bliss and ESO. Bliss and ESO are a pair, I believe. A duo. Am I getting feedback from somebody?
You are not.
Is it just
you were again, yeah.
Okay, I could have swore I was.
For a minute.
Anyway, this is Bliss and ESO. This is for you.
Check it out.
Good bag.
You know, people always come up to me and like, man, I want some personal shit. I want to hear.
Okay, I gotta confess something about Bliss and ESO. Okay, we've listened to a lot of these guys. There's the one guy. He has the big eyebrows. People, like, I'm sure women would traditionally think he's kind of like, you know, attractive, I would imagine. But I can tell him, I can tell by looking at him, it's like, I don't like that motherfucker. And I don't know what it is about him. Like, he just gives off some kind of dick vibe. I don't know what it is. He might not be a dick. He might be a fucking the sweetest guy there is. But I see him and I gotta confess, I don't like the look of this guy. I don't know what it is, dude. It's nothing. It's just something about him I don't like. I don't know what it is.
You don't trust him or
just
what?
I don't know. I just like he's fake. Like he's got an agenda. Like I don't know. I'm good at reading people. And he's always the one looking the most deeply into the camera whenever they're pictured together.
Like he's up to something, huh?
Bro,
he's up to something.
You are super like psychoanalytical today.
Stop bagging. Stop bagging.
No, the bags are going deep, bro. The bags are going.
Don't ever say that in public again. The bags are going deep. Are you serious?
Oh my god. Had to open up.
That's so good. Okay. Listen, I gotta show you. I gotta show you. Look at him. Okay, he's the guy on the right.
He's having a tally moment right now. I'm so high right now. What's going on?
You see this guy?
He does look like
guy
he's
right
up
here.
to no good. Yeah.
Doesn't he have a vibe of like, I don't know about that guy.
He's got a seedy look to him.
Yeah,
I mean, he has like a generic photo shoot vibe going.
Yeah, but he's
on that dude.
Would you say you have to keep him away from your sister?
I would say not to drop. No, never mind.
Listen, ESO, this is for you.
So I say, sprouted in the spring of 80, sailed the seas for a third world home, shipwrecked in Indonesia. Drifted to Virginia, got the cargo like an historian, taking it back without Donnie Darko in a DeLorean. Learned beatboxing, mimicking PGC. You remember the Titans, but I never did CTC. Just public elementary, the PTA called it stray noise. NWA tapes hidden on the beds before Playboys. 92 went down under, I'm like E.T. Cause no one spoke this language except some dude in the PE. See, we found a bond, or just an excuse to cuss lots, but you damn right, the only two dudes rapping at the bus stop. And even though we fronted, we still grew to what was right.
That's an excuse to cuss.
And half a headphone is a mic. We all got different roots and we all blossom differently. I'm proud now a conductor of my own Gotham Symphony. Cause this is for you. You're the reason I wrote this. You're the reason I stand in the rain and get my clothes wet. Oh, it's just another taste from the bottle. Oh, it's Bliss and ESO's page from the novel. This is for you. You're the reason I wrote this. You're the reason I stand in the rain and get my clothes wet. Oh, it's just another taste from the bottle. Oh, it's Bliss and ESO's page from the novel. do this music, I can see complete views of who I am, where I stand. My feet feel sweet, dude, but I never grew up on Sugar Hill, man. The stage is earth, so fuck taking my history as a factor to gauge my worth. Rebirth, I pollinated, growing flowers in the pavements of a new, the fallen faded. For this essence I'm calling, waded through the faces of solemn shaded, but no one can find it. It's more precious like all I'm stated, I'm lost. With my Walkman switched to 4 tracks, bewildered. So I predict the forecast. I see golds and yellow browns fall upon the asphalt. I drive a street sweeper like a beekeeper protecting this last volt that contains the essence I found. It's the youth that be blessing the sound. Kids with funny chuckles, honeysuckle, huckleberry and nectar. Playing strange tame games, swords, shields, and scepters. And it's the same spark within the child's fuse box that lights the way. When my crew flocks, these sticks and stones will never trip these clones. So we just knit these poems to clothe that fit these homes of the needy. Indelible graffiti soaks in, theirs gets buffed the next day. No emotions evoke dim. If you're thirsty, there's a will just where you live. Become with an open mind, bring a cup and not a sieve. Cause this is for you. You're the reason I wrote this. You're the reason I stand in the rain and get my clothes wet. Oh, it's just another taste from the bottle. Oh, it's just another page from the novel. This is for you. You're the reason I wrote this. You're the reason I stand in the rain and get my clothes wet. Oh, it's just another taste from the bottle. Oh, it's just an SO's page from the novel. You see, the meaning of life is like that book you read, where the chapter is missing, while the future is ours to manifest as we wish. But you can't change the past cause the apple's been bitten. You see, in January I woke to a bed full of roses, and February wouldn't exist without her closeness. Suppose it's just March's way on how to start the day. Let my soul spill and fill half the lake. Her harmony's the only thing that can make me behave, hoping next month grows wings and takes me away. If you could only see me dancing on my notepad, oblivious to the things I don't have. Cause music is everywhere, music is life. To the rhythm of the tap drip, music is mine, music is yours. And you can feel it on tours, from trains to bus rides down south to up north. May the force be with you. See this, screw 3 fistfuls of poetry with power. Life, I know it's in the flowers, it's magic where my mind's in orbit. From here to the end of the year, through July and August. See, as a youngin', hip-hop made me want the world's riches. It even had me out there calling girls bitches. But when I found my sign as a mountain goat, alone in my zone, I built a house of hope to sustain the weather in September. Had some leverage for November, and the note I gave December when I met her. From invisible cloaks, crossbows and catapults, to questions and answers to the problems that we haven't solved. I sit and dwell and soak up nearly half the curve with a bottle for tomorrow as I laugh and burn.
So they're each talking about different girls or the same girl?
In the sky like the stars and birds. This is for you. You're the reason I wrote this. You're the reason I stand in the rain and get my clothes wet. Oh, it's just another taste from the bottle. Oh, it's just an SO's page from the novel. This is for you. You're the reason I wrote this. You're the reason I stand in the rain and get my
same girl,
clothes
or
wet.
they like tag
It's
teaming
just another
somebody,
taste from the
or-
bottle. Oh, it's just an SO's page from the novel. This is for you. You're the reason I wrote this. You're the reason I stand in the rain and get my clothes wet. Oh, it's just another taste from the bottle, and I hope this feeling stays till tomorrow.
I mean, they're softies, dude. These guys. I'm sorry for being, slanted, but it's something about 2 dudes on a track singing verses about women, but they're different women on the same track. Like, what is it? Just a separate? They're both. Oh, let's be men and talk about our women. Because we do that.
Nico said it's a song for their fans. It just tells a little bit of each of their stories, their journey as a group, and using.
So it's like a real honest, transparent tune. Okay. Oh. So I shouldn't have made a joke. My bad. My bad. Fuck. But
I didn't catch that from it.
Well, I was just thinking they were saying there was a love tune. Like they were thinking about who they do it for.
I mean,
who do you?
I heard the struggle.
Maybe it was Lady Hip Hop. Maybe it's just weird to have 2 dudes on a love track. You don't hear that too often. 2 dudes on a love track. Just weird. Right. It's cool, I guess. Whatever floats your boat. It's 2023. Cool.
I don't think that's what it's about.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think that's what was going on.
What was going on there then? They both mentioned love and who they do it for.
It sounded like it was an inspiration for each of them at various points, but I mean,
so inspiration from women,
hip hop,
Lady
Hip Hop. They were talking. Yes, that's what they were talking about.
Lady Hip Hop. Okay, well then that's great. Okay, I didn't get it. I just thought it was a little soft. I just, you know, what do I say, dude? It didn't. They just sounded floppy. They sounded like they were like, you know, there was no confidence. It sounded, there was lacking.
Did you say floppy or sloppy?
I said sloppy. I said floppy, but what I meant is floppy and
Yes.
sloppy together. It was, you know, it wasn't that tight. I don't know how old it is.
Floppy.
Is a little slop flop, and I've heard them in better tracks, you know. But I'm not really down for that, you know, lovey-dovey emotional shit all the time, especially not on the show. But I mean, I understand Unique One. I understand him. Like Unique One is a dick. He loves these guys, and that's the thing. I've heard them in very solid tracks. Besides the vibe I get from that guy with the eyebrows, like look at Chuck's background. Look at his eyebrows. Look at him. He looks like a fucking devil. Looks like
This song didn't have a chance with conscience from the very fucking beginning.
No, I'm biased. I'm that guyist.
Oh,
I don't know, something about him I don't like. I don't know. I get a bad vibe from these guys. Don't know why. It's probably around my mind playing tricks on me. But I'm gonna give that a 6.8. Okay, what do you say, Ignacio?
I was waiting for Timbaland or Bubba Sparks to jump on.
You know,
I've been traveling for some time. Yeah, it just didn't. It didn't get me there. I'm probably like, I think I'm at like a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you say, Presto?
Didn't really care for it a whole lot. It was decent, like some nice bars in there. Yeah, didn't really care for the message or anything like that. It could have been for the fans, you know.
Yeah.
Who knows? Besides the fans, you know.
Besides the fans.
I'll give it a 7.25.
7.25, 7.25. What are you saying, Chuck?
5.
Wow.
Yeah,
Straight up.
This is a live track, and when it's a live track, and you can tell their sound engineer does a lot of work on what they put out of the studio.
Yeah.
You know? And you know, like so like some like especially when they tried to like harmonize together, it was like this doesn't work. You know, like individually, you know, they were kind of fine on their own, and when they tried to kind of, you know, harmonize together, it was like, engineers doing a lot of work on that. So,
you know,
but I just, you know, I didn't like it. I would have changed it. You know, that's why I gave it a 5, because if it came out on, I'd be like, skip. So
yeah. What are you saying, Joe?
All right, I'm gonna tell you guys the key element that I know you all heard, but you couldn't pick it out. Mm-hmm. And that was the fact that Pharrell used all of those goddamn drum sounds in everything that he was doing in the early 2000s. And I had the same keyboard, so I know where he got those sounds from. So yeah, it sounded like the makings of a Pharrell track. You know what I mean? A 90s, the early 2000s Pharrell track.
When you say that, all I think about is those like toy keyboards from like, you know, Toys R Us, where you press like,
the
Nokia.
You know,
cool jazz beat number 7, cool jazz beat number 3.
Yeah,
so
that's dope. Okay, so 80% have said no, so that is not on the playlist.
Oh well, hold on, Joe. What do you got
sorry,
for
Joe,
it?
what do you say?
No, I'm with whoever threw a 6 at it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw a 6 at it.
Yeah,
hope it sticks.
Yeah, so that we were right. We were with the people watching. No one wants that. No one wants to hear that track again, unfortunately. Bless it, so I'm sure if
that's what happens
when I see. Okay. Yeah, never mind. All right. Yeah.
That track is what happens when you throw a hippie that raps a guitar, and that's what happens. That's the reason.
That'll work.
Oh, hippie guitar that raps. That's fucking fantastic. Like, who thinks of that? Let's get into the next one.
Joe the Butcher.
Long after your submission, sacred repetition, no knocks in the transmission, hard rhyme disposition, needed for the expedition, learns on the mic, making this shit a tradition. Learns, burns, tracks. Every every direction that he turns. The redwoods upturned as he addresses his concerns. The point of no return, that meeting was adjourned. Excellence is preferred, delivered by stealthy birds. Wilkshake spear, carved from a learning tree. Tipped with cast iron from a bloody killing spree. Spit on kid 3, perfection guaranteed. Classes bourgeoisie, giving away free MP3s. Root stakes so deep, underground smoke screen. Herd of rabid sheep, hope you get what I mean. Try not to oversleep, melatonin and caffeine. Making tracks dirt cheap, the lyrical marines. Tongue twister savages, nothing left to salvage. Hip-hop is our language, the whole fucking package. If you cross this passage, you better micromanage. Turn your head into cabbage, you'll need more than just a bandage. Verbal pyrotechnics, equipped with some relics. A couple of skeptics, and a full fucking cartridge. Lines of skilled archers, some wisdom and some knowledge. Clean up your garbage, and go back to fucking college. We continue this vision long after your submission. Sacred repetition, no knocks in the transmission. Hard rhyme disposition, needed for the expedition. Learns on the mic, making this shit a tradition. Learns, burns, tracks, every direction that he turns. The redwoods upturned as he addresses his concerns. The point of no return, that meeting was adjourned. Excellence is preferred, delivered by stealthy birds. Wilkshake spear, carved